Yeah. How you feel about your first time behind the mic, though, man? Pause.
I got a story for y'all. Kodak Black. He
Oh,
had
just
a
about
new.
to do that. Let's get it done. Now I was looking right at that shit. But go ahead.
Saying, got a new mugshot. Oh, God, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, no, I was even talking about he pleaded guilty to the to that gun charge.
I didn't hear that. You talking?
All right. Yeah, well, that news came through that Kodak Black. Remember, back in 2019, he was trying to cross the border, and we talked about that case going into Canada. Well, he did plead guilty to that charge today. We know he's behind bars already. The new mugshot came out, which you can really talk about him looking, you know what I mean? Like he ain't wilding out in the streets no more. Healthy behind bars. But yeah, man, not looking good when you see him now pleading guilty to this gun charge. What do you think? This news is coming out of Buffalo on one of their news stations today. Niagara County is the county, like right before you go over the the Canadian border. So yeah, his sentencing is set for March the 24th. They're saying with this whole thing,
couple weeks.
Yeah, and he's already behind bars, so he might not be coming home anytime soon. What you think about this?
Young man, we definitely rooted for on this podcast, even though we got I personally got a lot of criticism for it, even though it's all good. Still root for the brother, even though he's made a lot of mistakes. And we said on this podcast numerous times that eventually, if you cash in on a lot of these mistakes, or you make these mistakes, eventually you're going to have to cash in on them. And it seems like a situation where he's cashing in on some of the mistakes. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he has one more case, I think the most serious one coming up and looming. He was trying to get that thrown out. We'll see what happens with that.
Right.
He's claiming his innocence in that. Hopefully the evidence will prove correct and he can go with his innocence. If evidence proves that it's not correct, then he looks to be in more trouble. Was rooting for this brother. We also argued the fact that if and when he gets out of jail, will he still have a career intact? Oh, God, I remember we talking about it, but I want to kind of reiterate to the people your thoughts on that. Depending on the time and depending on what he's looking like, does Kodak Black have a career after he's gone? When he comes back?
Give him, 10 years maybe?
Yeah.
Kodak's in his late 20s, maybe? Early 20s, I should say.
22, maybe.
Yeah, so he's a young man. Possibly. It depends on how rap changes, but, I will venture to say go to the side of no. 10 years out of the game, he may come back and have a career, but I don't think it'll be nothing like if he would have stayed in the game and kept that momentum and had 10 years in the game as opposed to being behind bars. So yeah, he can have a career, but it won't be the same.
Word. Vic, are you a Kodak Black fan, and what do you think about this?
I am a Kodak Black fan, but he has made a lot of mistakes.
Absolutely.
He has made a lot of mistakes. And like you said, I feel like he's cashing in on those mistakes now. But that's a lot of time for someone to mature.
Absolutely.
And we've seen it with Meek. Now, you feel me? Meek Mill's music has matured while he was in jail.
You think he was as much of a nutty boy as Meek Mill is?
No.
No. Do you think Meek Mill was as much of a nutty boy as Kodak Black is?
Not at all. But the system did Meek Mill dirty.
Yeah.
He should have never had none of that time. But as I was saying, it matured him. It matured his music.
Now, go ahead, my fault.
And who knows? Anything can happen.
Now, the mugshot came out, and maybe about a little over a month ago, he was giving these testimonies and claiming a lot of injustice that was going on within the prison system and what he was dealing with. He looked like he's doing the shrugs and eating his peanut butter and jellies in this joint. He's looking healthy. Right. You know what I mean? What do you think about the mugshot? Definitely looking like he's putting on some weight, looking a little healthy in the
commissary face. All day.
You know what I'm saying?
Twinkies and shit.
Facts.
Oodles and noodles and shit. Like starch. He good.
Doing push-ups and shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you gotta say, man. I mean, he done so much that now the old addict chickens have come home to roost. And when you commit crimes in this system, they want to see you put that time in prison. And he has not 3 cases now, 2 still open, about to be sentenced for this gun case. He may get 2 or 3 years, who knows? But he got the other sexual assault case.
Yeah,
minimum 5 years he'll be in prison. Minimum.
I just thought about the perfect example. Gucci Mane.
Hey, that's a great example. Speak on it.
Gucci Mane did a lot of mistakes, and we saw him coin in for those mistakes. But he came back a different Gucci Mane, started running shit.
Absolutely.
So you never know. Kodak was tough. He might just come back running shit. anything is possible. We're about to see Bobby Shmurda and Roddy Rebel come out.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that you brought up a great point? Oh God, do you think that jail will change Kodak Black in kind of the same way it changed a Gucci, and he'll come out a different cat?
Maybe
Gucci was, for the people that don't know, he was a wild gremlin. This brother was wild.
But it was like, it's different though, I think, because like a lot of stuff with him was like people tried to rob him.
Yeah.
He was self-defense. This dude was doing nutty shit. It seems like Gucci wasn't really doing crazy nutty shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think that hopefully prison will change, you know what I mean, Kodak Black, because he's young. I mean, one of the top, rappers in the new school that came out. People love him. I'm sure you can attest to that. So, I'm gonna ask you about Tekashi 69, man.
Oh my
God! We
didn't
get a chance.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
We didn't get a chance to ask the youth. We talk a lot on the show, but our demographic is not like this. Is people older than you. So,
Victor Intern in the building, right?
Yeah, Victor Intern, 21 years old, man, about to graduate college. What do you think about Tekashi 69? One, how do you feel about him snitching?
He's a rat.
Okay, go ahead. Speak on it.
He's a rat. Like, you snitched on him. You snitched on all your people. But to keep it a buck, his people were doing him dirty.
Oh, okay. Pre-snitch, were you a fan of Tekashi?
Good question.
I mean, his music was tough. That John that he had with Bobby Shmurda was stupid.
Okay.
And Gumu, that shit was tough.
So you was a fan?
I was a fan.
Okay.
But by doing that, you crossed a boundary. You can't do that.
But you said, but his team did him dirty. Speak on that.
I mean, I don't really know all of it. Like, some of his people were doing stuff with his girl, stuff like that.
So that gives him reason to snitch?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Right.
Okay.
What do you guys think? We get off the rat 69. You know what I'm saying? Meek Mill in the last 3 days, he had his private jet searched twice. But you brothers, what do you feel about, is Meek Mill now on that targeted list?
I feel like he is, because they're doing everything they can to put him back in for no reason. He is doing everything right. He's just trying to change the community, change what he saw.
Right.
And he's doing movies now. Like, he's living a good life.
I don't think it's a situation where they're putting a target on him. I think it's a situation where they're letting him know, we see you. This is what I mean. I don't think that they're looking and saying we're going to lock up Meek Mill in these certain busts that they're throwing out of his private jet, because I genuinely think that they know it's nothing on there. But they're letting Meek know, we're watching. We hear you. We see what you out here doing. We see what you did to the judicial system.
Right.
The little documentary, the money, the teams, but we more powerful. I think it's a chess move on the part of the hip hop cops, so to speak.
But you feel me? He has the king with him now. He has the king with him now.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna go there. Victor Intern.
What you mean, Queen King?
Jay-Z got him started.
But when you think about it, though, how come you never see? Jay-Z never getting his jet search.
Got him started.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you just got to go there with it. So what do you think about Jay-Z? Let's move to that conversation.
I feel like Jay-Z in the rap industry and in business just made all the right moves to be this generation's, like, I would say exalted black man, because as through history, you have a whole bunch of people that you look up to in that time of history. I feel like Jay-Z is one of those people. And now he has a lot of power. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, I agree. I mean, it's ups and downs with Jay-Z, man. Some things is good, some things is like, it's questionable, but that's with everybody, man. I mean, I think ultimately you got to look at, him as being positive, good. Like what he's doing with the criminal justice with Yo Gotti. I mean, not too many people going to jump into shit like that. So it's still up in the air, though. We shall see with Jay-Z. I think the verdict's going to be out for the next 10 or 15 years on what he really means to us, man.
What I've gained to realize is you can't look at the body of work that he's done musically or the accomplishments that he's risen to and ultimately go, yes, this is great. And that comes with age. You are a very intelligent young man, very impressionable, doing the right things, making the right moves, and you look at people and have things to look up to, and what better person than the black billionaire, brother from Marcy Projects, that spitting fire, that happened to become a billionaire. Whoa, that inspires us.
Yeah.
As you grow and you start seeing things for what they are in so many different avenues, you're gonna start just going, okay, I'm gonna slow this shit down a little bit,
right,
and start seeing things for what they are. And on his way to the top, and God and I argue this shit all the time. He had to step on some people to get to where he's at. Now, was it justified or not? That's up to the person. That's up to the opinion. But yeah, man, I just think that it's fair to still have respect, still hold Jay-Z to the regard of one of the greatest, if not the greatest all-time lyricists. Respect him for what he's accomplished, but still have a level of criticism where it's warranted.
But I have to say this: if someone is in your way of getting to where you want to be, would you not push them out your way?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
In every avenue or every journey, maybe somebody.
But would you cut their throat though?
Go ahead.
There's difference between putting somebody out the way and cutting their throat. Push them out the way. Some people do cutthroat business, like
but
he's dead, he's gone.
That I do not agree with.
Okay,
but I understand what he's doing. Me, I'm not that type of person. I won't do that. I'll push you out the way. Another brother I look up to, Will Smith.
Oh yeah.
Most definitely.
Did you hear him? Did you hear him?
I tried.
That's what's up. Victor
Jada. I'm kidding. Jaden.
Okay.
Willow.
Victor Intern in the building. For those of you who don't know, we was at a MAC program. What was it? Last Tuesday. We were at a MAC program where Incredible Brothers got a jacket that they regarded almost as a degree, man. Incredible things going on. Shout out to Mike Forrest, Mr. Mike over there. Talk about that journey real quick.
Mr. Mike, I would not be here without you. I thank you, God. I thank God every day for putting you in my life, because I knew I had to make certain moves to get to where I'm at right now. And I want to say that I might not be doing like really big things right now, but I'm very happy, and big things are going to be happening soon.